So, eyes up, pens down. Looking at prime numbers here. Now, prime numbers by their definition are numbers that are only divisible by 1 and itself. Okay. In saying that, every number is divisible by any number, isn't it? We just have to use decimals and fractions, correct? So we can divide any number by any number. It doesn't really matter. But to be prime, it must give you a whole positive number. A positive integer is another way of writing that. Happy with that? So prime numbers are numbers that are only divisible by 1 in itself. That means it has how many factors? Anthony? 2. And that leads me into why 1 is not a prime number. Because how many factors does 1 have? 1 times 1 is the only thing that gives you 1. Correct? So, only whole numbers that give us 1. That's why 1 is not prime. So, prime numbers need how many factors? 2. Itself and 1. Cool? An example to help sort of consolidate that is the fact that 7 is a good example of a prime number. 7 is only divisible by 1 and itself. 7. Can anyone think of anything else we could divide to get 7? Or multiply together to get 7? Whole numbers. What about 5? Give me 2 numbers that multiply together, give me 5. 1 and 5. Any others? 3? What about 4? Oh, so is 4 a prime number? No. Okay, good. Who can... What's the highest prime number someone can give me in the room?
Like 5,000,001.
5,000,001. Very good.
And then just keep expanding.
Okay. Get my point? There are lots and lots and lots of prime numbers. Adam Spencer, if you're interested, does a TED talk on prime numbers and his love for prime numbers. We're not going to talk about that. But there are people trying to find the biggest prime number they can possibly find. Numbers so big that if you started writing the number today, you'd fill up a big book before you finished it. If you were to type it up and print it. Okay? So prime numbers. Takeaway message. What are the 2 takeaway messages?
That prime numbers can only be divided by 1.
Good. And how many factors should a prime number have? 2. Sweet. That's prime numbers in a nutshell.